5 billion kilometers of roads network our planet.
Really don't like the drop down this drawing. 300-400 feet, absolutely sheer.
Yet the desire to communicate and trade means new routes are being forged through increasingly challenging terrain.
Keeps pacing.
Yeah, I know, but am I okay with that drop?
Across Arctic tundra,
Zero visibility on the pass. We are mid-drift.
over mountain passes, through jungle. These roads fight a constant battle with nature. This is coming. But their very existence is testament to man's ingenuity, and driving them requires courage and determination. Adventurer Ben Fogel and comedian Hugh Dennis have teamed up to drive the treacherous route across Peru from the Andes into the very heart of the Amazon. On this epic 8-day journey they will see the beauty and the danger of this extraordinary road. They are aiming to get to the geographical centre of Peru.
Close to that side as you can now.
And the road they are taking is some of the most extreme driving conditions either of them have ever encountered. To make it through, they will need steady hands and nerves of steel on one of the world's most dangerous roads. Ben and Hugh's journey begins at over 3,000 meters above sea level in the Peruvian Andes.
So are you nervous about this at all?
I'm slightly nervous about it. Can I just check one thing? Did you pass your driving test first time?
I didn't pass my driving test first time.
That's fine, isn't it? How many times did you take?
7.
7 times. 7?
I like to think it makes me a better driver, by the way.
That's fine then, because I've never passed one. Hey, 7
That makes me
times.
feel so much better.
Their route runs for 1,000 kilometers right across Peru and will take them through 3 very different but challenging types of terrain. First they have to cross the Andes on one of Peru's highest roads before heading down into the Amazon rainforest. After that is 500 kilometers of rough jungle roads to the town of Pazuzu. Finally, they will have to make it across the mighty Huancabamba Canyon and along miles of mud roads to reach the center of Peru. Here they hope to find Constitucion, a city which in the 1980s was intended to replace Lima as Peru's new capital, but today doesn't even appear on the map. But their adventure begins at the gateway to the Peruvian Andes in the town of Concepcion. This is where local people come to start their journey into the mountains, and the taxi drivers here know this route backwards. Ben sees an opportunity to try out his rusty Spanish on them.
Hola. Hola, mi nombre es Ben. Somos en nuestro coche, we're in our car, de aquí hasta la selva, la jungla.
Qué bueno, qué bueno, qué bueno.
¿Entiendes? They all know.
Sí, sí.
Dígame, ¿qué tal es la carretera? How is the road between here and there?
Ya, la carretera es angosta, es una sola vía, tienes que tener bastante cuidado en eso.
Yo en esa ruta que he llegado en esas curvas he contado 103 curvas. Tener precaución esas.
¿Cuántas curvas?
103. Las curvas son muy peligrosas. Cuidarse, el polvo incomoda.
So he's saying the roads are very dangerous and there's lots of polvo is dust. It comes up and you can't see anything. But they're big drops.
Accidentados.
Así es, más o menos de 500 a 400 metros de profundidad.
500 to 1,000
Donde
meters
le
drops.
llamamos el chunta.
¿Y has escuchado de esta ciudad Constitución?
Concepción.
No, Constitución, claro.
La Concepción está de San Martín más al fondo.
The drivers don't seem to know much about the city of Constitucion, except that it's somewhere in the jungle.
So, will we be okay?
y tener bastante cuidado con encontrarse con otro carro en las curvas sobre todo.
He said the biggest danger is other drivers, and so we have to just be very, very careful on all the
Plus I've got to worry about you.
You have to. I have to worry about you. Okay. Gracias, señor. Gracias. Gracias. Hasta luego. Okay. Let's hit the road.
Armed with local knowledge, they're aiming for a quick getaway, but the road has been temporarily closed.
I find it amazing we're in the middle of nowhere and we've come across the biggest brass band competition I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen a brass band competition. Where have you ever seen one before? Have you ever seen one?
35 bands from all over Peru will parade through town today before the road reopens.
Do you think this is a cool thing to do though? Your kid? Do you think the cool kids are in the brass band?
And what do you think? It's all the kind of tweeds.
What do they do?
I think it's cool.
Do you?
Yeah. If I was out here, I'd be the brass band. Do you think we'll ever actually get out of this place now?
Well, there are more coming. That lot are my favourite. I think they're going to win.
Should we head back to the car?
Can we get out?
Maybe just going this way.
After Concepcion, the road quickly rises up into the Andes, the second highest mountain range in the world. This route over the mountains and into the Amazon was mapped out by Franciscan monks almost 500 years ago as they searched for indigenous tribes to convert to Christianity.
We're about 4,500 metres up now. So in Alps terms, that's almost the top of Mont Blanc.
Today, huge herds of llama and alpaca roam this area, and avoiding them is going to be the boys' first challenge.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
Hey. Hey, chaps. That one's going out the way. This one isn't.
You've seen an alpaca before?
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be an alpaca farmer.
But you could be. You can do that in England, can't you?
Not quite the same as here in the Andes, is it? I've been lucky enough to come to Peru a couple of times over the years. I came here when I was about 18 and fresh out of school. So this is where I had my kind of learning experience. It's where I found myself as such. So for me, it's somewhere that I really love. I get very excited by still.
Inspired by his first trip to Peru, Ben took a degree in Latin American studies and has since returned to South America many times as a professional adventurer.
Is that a road? Is that thing a road going up there?
You must be able to switch backs. I don't know if that's what we're going up. That looks very off-road, isn't it?
Bloody hell. I've never been to Latin America. I've never been to South America. I've been to all the other sort of continents, but I've never been here. I mean, I'm so pleased I'm doing it. This is such a fantastic journey.
It's a journey that will take you further off the tourist trail than he's ever been before. The town of Comas was established over 2,000 years ago, but the first vehicles only appeared here in the 1930s. The road crews finally blasted through the mountains surrounding the village. It's the last chance before the jungle for drivers to check that their tires are up to scratch with local mechanic Rui Cordinas.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿cómo
Luis,
estás?
mi nombre es Ben.
Mi nombre es
Gusto. Amiga,
¿Qué tal?
sí.
I'm going to say that we don't. Is it fair to say that we don't know much about tires? Do you know much? Am I being presumptuous there?
No. It'd be fair to say.
Yeah, nosotros no conocemos mucho sobre llantas. ¿Qué haces cuando tenemos un hueco? I'm just saying what happens if we get a hole and we don't have spare inner tubes.
Ya, bueno, en el campo hay pastos, es hielo, se le mete de esta manera.
Wow.
It's taxing the inside of a tyre.
todo lo que es árbol, hoja, más que nada hojas.
Okay, so he's saying the best thing is to use leaves and things.
This would be, in my
Así,
opinion, the very best use for
Entonces,
rebar.
traen de allá, digamos, ropa.
So we can actually, you're saying that we can actually put our clothes in here as well? Jackets.
Your clothes.
What do I do that? So he's saying we can borrow his, we don't need to stuff you in there at this stage. They're so resourceful out here, aren't they? I mean, I suppose that's what you have to do. You have to just make do with what you have. ¿Y cuántos? Mucha?
Ya, ahí.
Este es the...
Until it's really...
Yeah, until it's pretty solid.
So you're not putting air in it.
Vamos a armar ahora.
So you've passed the MOT in England with
It
that?
makes you wonder why they bother to fill them with air.
Hay muchos gringos como nosotros en esta carretera, en esta ruta.
Raros. Raros.
Rare.
Los ruteros que conocen entran con velocidad y puede haber un choque. Ustedes tienen que tener prevención.
Roughly what he was saying there is that no foreigners are crazy enough to come on this road.
By the end of the lesson, the day is nearly over, and the next stage of the road is too dangerous to drive in the dark. So they have to spend the night in Comas. The roadside hotel doubles up as a restaurant to feed and house the people who drive this route every day. Today, there is only one dish on the menu.
I don't mind ordering the dish of the day when we're in England and you know roughly what you're going to get. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Bienvenidos a Comas. Sírvase.
Gracias. Gracias. Have a look at the head area.
That's a guinea pig.
That's a guinea pig.
Teeth. Ribs. But it's hot. No.
Kui, I think is what they call it. If no one told you what that was, I think you'd think that was just chicken.
It's very obvious what it is, though, isn't it?
Because of the...
The only clue that's missing is it's not in the hutch.
You know, we're joking about eating a guinea pig, but this is kind of what they eat out here, isn't it? And I always feel quite sensitive about not wanting to laugh at other people's cultures and what they eat.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah. They keep them in their bedrooms, like the long rooms they sleep in. The guinea pigs, maybe up to 60, sleep under the bed and actually multi-purpose like a heater. They move around all nice and the heat goes up through the bed, keeps them warm, and they eat them for breakfast.
I had guinea pigs when I was a child, and as I remember, they ate each other.
Ben and Hugh have completed the first stage of their journey, but the tarmac road they've enjoyed so far ends abruptly in Comas. Now they have to drive 150 kilometers over the Andes on an unpaved mountain road and then down to the jungle town of Satipo. The single-track Comas road reaches heights of over 4,500 meters. Its hairpin bends and sheer drops combine to make it one of the most challenging drives anywhere in South America.
Look, that must be our road.
That is our road.
That is unbelievable.
This is fantastic. How do you build a road like that?
It's just extraordinary. Wow, there's quite a steep drop just here.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. Yes, I was aware of that.
The Comas road was carved out of the mountainside by huge gangs of manual labourers throughout the 1940s. Its engineers followed the track charted by the missionaries centuries earlier. With drops of over 1,000 metres to the valley below, even the smallest miscalculation can lead to disaster.
Look at the, do you see the landslide?
I'm looking at it.
Sorry.
Because this is also here, look. Down there is the bottom of the valley, and also the end of your life.
Look again.
And to survive on the Comas road, it also pays to keep an eye on the rear view mirror.
thing about a bus is that you're in the hands of some driver that you know nothing about. Oh, that's like us.
He's also going faster than me.
He honks at me.
Yeah.
With a 1,000-foot drop or whatever that is next to me. Do we let him pass us?
Keep going for a bit.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Well, we'll just let him go here. Yeah. So yeah, off he goes.
Go on then.
Go on, mate. This might be one of his stops. That's fine though.
Do you think we copped out there?
Most fatal accidents here involve other vehicles. Roadside shrines mark the most dangerous corners, where drivers and their passengers have gone over the edge.
So I reckon those shrines are there because they'll just have misjudged that bend, won't they?
Wow. How far down do you reckon that is?
Well, we're level with 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet.
Far enough.
It's a bit scary, actually, isn't it? I mean, you really do need to keep your eyes on the road, then you don't think about that.
Well, I'm assuming that's what's happened here, is that a car has misjudged that bend. Slightly sobering, isn't it?
Not a very pleasant thought.
The threat of landslides is an ever-present danger on the Comus Road. Hundreds of cubic tons of loose rock can sweep down from the mountainside, destroying everything in its path. Maintenance teams fight a constant battle to keep the road open. There is always a team in action somewhere on the road.
La carretera es abierto solo por poco tiempo?
Sí, sí.
De cuando...
Y 20 minutos lo cerramos.
Okay, so they've opened this road for 20 minutes for us. Okay, so you're saying we've got to go because they're gonna...
Gracias.
Siempre con cuidado, ¿ya?
She said always go very carefully. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Look, careful, careful.
I'll get faster. Just still coming down.
It's still coming down.
Oh, yeah. Stuff coming off.
Okay, it is actually getting quite fast now.
The mountainside above the car is unstable, but despite assurances, the road ahead is now blocked.
I think we have to wait for a sec. It's just crazy, isn't it? She just said they've opened the road and there's a bulldozer.
A little digger loading on a lorry.
I think we do just pass. Did you smile?
He nodded.
He nodded.
Yeah, he nodded as if to say, go at your own peril.
This road crew is part of a major 5-year project to resurface the Comus Road. It's a vital link that connects the isolated mountain communities to market towns in the jungle, and all 150 kilometers of the route needs to be scraped and compressed before resurfacing can begin.
Gracias. Here's a traffic jam.
It seems very jolly that they're working at 3,500 metres quarrying earth on a road that's no more than 6 or 7 feet wide with an enormous digger.
Oh, look at that. It's all the dust coming off from that. And that really looked like past that hill was going to fall while we were under it.
After 6 hours on the Comus Road, they reach its highest point, 4,589 metres above sea level. Drivers often suffer exhaustion and blurred vision here.
I mean, at this altitude, people sometimes take oxygen.
What, just because of the altitude?
Yeah. How are you feeling? You got any symptoms?
Fine. Not really, no. I've had a slight headache for a while, but I think that's just being with you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So somewhere down there is the jungle.
That gives me a feeling of enormous power. Is it you? Does it make you feel slightly sort of...
Yeah. Pretty amazing that we're above the clouds.
So from now on, right, we're heading down into the jungle, and then in the jungle, we've got to find Constitucion, which was built in the 80s, was it?
The government here decided that they would relocate the capital city to the geographical centre of Peru, the middle point, which happens to be in the middle of the jungle. They did it in Brazil. They moved the capital city to a man-made one, Brasilia.
I think, fair enough, most capital cities are man-made. I don't want to pick you up on
artificially located. Let's change my wording.
But there's a long way to go before they get off the Comas Road, and the descent is particularly dangerous at this time of day.
I can't see anything at all. Can you see anything? I'll walk. Can you see anything?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I've got a little bit of the road here.
So let me what? Shall I walk up the other
I
side?
think I'm okay for now. I'll tell you if I've never had sun quite so strong straight into the face. If we have another on a sheer slope, then you can get out.
Good visibility is essential here, as there are still many obstacles to overcome on the road.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
That one's going the other way. This one isn't. Shall I go and herd them? What you've done there is you put another one in the way. You've honked, and now the one that wasn't in the way is in the way. Get out of them. Right, okay, hang on. That's it, there's a gap. Thank you very much.
Easy.
That's odd, like because the Anchor butter commercials led me to believe that cows could talk. But they didn't seem to understand anything.
After a day's drive above the clouds, the boys must now drop back through them to get to the Amazon basin.
It does give the illusion of sort of driving into thin air, doesn't it?
Driving in the air. I could sing that for you. We're driving in the air.
At dusk, visibility drops to a few meters. But after 12 hours on the road, they make it down to Satipo and a bed for the night. Ben and Hugh have made it to the Amazon basin and must now head further into the rainforest towards the center of Peru on their search for the city of Constitucion. But first they need to negotiate the road to Pichinaki, where temperatures can reach 40 degrees by midday.
Just wanted to wake you up.
I've been bitten by sandflies.
All over my face. They don't actually itch so much.
They don't itch at all, as far as I can see. Are they nasty?
Well, probably shouldn't tell you this now, but actually they do carry this rather nasty disease that out here they call gut. And back in England it's called leishmaniasis.
I don't want to know.
You'll be fine.
The Peruvian Amazon covers nearly 1 million square kilometers. Over the last century, there has been a vast increase in the number of roads into the area, built to harvest the enormous natural wealth of the jungle. The road from Satipo to Pichinaki was originally created by loggers 60 years ago. It is now used primarily by the coffee farmers who live alongside it. Liliana Palomino manages her family's farm, one of the oldest in this area. Her father arrived here from the highlands in the early 1950s looking for land.
Para llegar acá, vino por río, por orillas del río. No había carretera, nada, porque todo era selva virgen.
So she's saying that her father came from Commerce, where we've come from, but there was no big highway like we just came on.
Vast highway.
No main motorway. It was literally small tracks, and actually a lot of it was river, because this was virgin rainforest.
Liliana's farm contains over 2,000 coffee plants which need to be picked by hand, and it can be risky work.
Van a tener un poco cuidado porque como está un poco monte, puede haber serpientes.
Ah.
Y la serpiente, tú lo pisas, reacciona y te pica.
Oh, okay. So what kind of snakes do you have?
Boa, chuchupe, que sí es venenosa, jergona, también venenosa, mayormente
You've
esas
got a long
variedades.
list.
I think Shushupe is Bushmaster.
Bushmasters nasty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Estos es el café de 2 años y medio de edad. Es el producto primordial, el más rentable en esta zona, el café. Sacar nuestro producto, lo que es ya a la ciudad y poder ser vendido, necesitamos buenas carreteras.
What she's basically said is that the quality of the roads is integral to their way of living because coffee here is life. So hopefully no Bushmasters on our way back.
No, no.
Want to lead?
No.
Yeah. Was that bad?
Yeah, no, quite bad, yeah.
Sorry. That ruins my Indiana Jones credibility there. Not that I ever had any.
The unpaved Pichinaki Road is the only way for locals to get to market, and there are frequent accidents on this route.
Look at this child.
There are 4 people on that.
There's 4 people on that bike, and that child has just got a shawl wrapped around it, holding it on.
Gracias.
Wow, that's...
Do you say gracias because you're expecting to fall back?
Yeah, I was expecting each one. Check this out. There is a man.
In the food?
No, a woman.
Fantastic.
That is very funny.
What they've done is
It's an
children.
elderly, isn't it?
It's an old lady.
Is it
They've put in the back of the car.
They put grandma in the boot. Should we take over this truck as well?
Yeah. The only good thing you can say about that is that she wasn't strapped to a roof rack.
That's true.
After a dusty 5-hour drive, they reach Pichinaki, a busy town where coffee and citrus fruits are brought to market.
I'm not quite sure what this truck's doing.
It's turning left, I think, by the indicator.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? I've been in the jungle for so long, I'm almost getting kind of urban shock.
This road was built in the 1960s to encourage migration from the highlands. It's now one of the busiest in the Peruvian jungle.
So these little motor taxi things.
These 3-wheel drive things, though, it seems to be quite a lot.
There are thousands of them.
When the road arrived in Pichinaki, it was a village of 300 people, and the surrounding area was populated by indigenous tribes. Today, those tribes have been pushed out by an influx of over 60,000 settlers. Ben and Hugh stay the night here, before heading further into the rainforest in the center of Peru. To get there, they first have to drive the mountain jungle road to Pazuzu, which runs alongside the dangerous Pichinaki River.
I bet in the winter when it's rainy season, this must be just feel that.
The Pichinaki, a powerful tributary of the Amazon, will rise 4 meters above its current level. Whole sections of this road are regularly washed away, and it's been the scene of several fatal accidents.
See this bit here, right? So that looks like it's been blasted or something, doesn't it? It's got these lines in it. So what are they?
Maintenance teams are fighting a desperate battle to move the road away from the collapsing riverbank and keep it open to traffic.
It does look like they're laying something up there, doesn't it? They're
They're
uncoiling
sticking things in tubes though, can you see? So this plate here,
Yeah.
I think they've put a tube in and he's got a stick and he's ramming charge, I guess.
If they are going to blow that up, we're going to have an extraordinary
long wait.
seating view. Oh no, there's the difference between us. I'm really excited about seeing you're worried about the traffic jam.
Unfortunately for Ben, Chief Engineer Harold Abad wants all vehicles to clear the road before blasting begins.
Hi, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Well done, Ben. How are you? You speak English?
More or less. How do you clear that rock? Drill a hole
Yeah,
and put
have
dynamite in?
holes maybe 3 meters, and put some TNT and explosions.
And that's what they're doing now.
Yeah,
You're working with dynamite and you're working with landslides. That must be very dangerous work.
yeah, because here it's not exactly strong, this part. For example, yesterday we were working and we have coming down very big rocks. And the last year we have one people died for that reason.
Hit by a rock.
Yeah, he died. He passed away.
So the most dangerous time for us to be on this road
Yeah.
would be when they blow it up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to get out of the way.
We'll get going.
Okay, see you.
Thanks.
Bye. See you.
The car's been stuck in traffic for 2 hours now, and there's still another 30 kilometers of roadworks to get through.
That's on a good honk. I've noticed they do that here.
It's
like,
a bit
look
like
at me.
my
It's
wife.
like, look at me.
Become like my
No,
boyfriend.
is that encroaching
Just
on
lean
personal
across.
space where I just like,
Yeah.
am I becoming too over familiar?
Yeah.
I've always been most concerned, if I'm to be honest, about other drivers. And when I say other drivers, I don't necessarily mean Hugh, but I'll get back to that in a second. Whoa, try not to. Yeah, I'm just...
I won't bottom out the car.
No.
I mean, how could I have avoided that?
Hugh and I have been in a car with one another for a few days now, and I'm feeling confident, but now the whole terrain has changed. So there's one thing feeling confident up in the mountains, it's a whole different thing feeling confident in the jungle. Don't go more to the right now. That truck is close enough as it is.
Ben does this thing whereby he says thank you to people who obviously can't hear him, who are miles away.
I think if you'd gone more to the right... Gracias.
I've gone more to the right. Rather than just go, he will actually go, thank you.
Are we going to be stuck behind this truck for the whole way?
You want me to overtake?
Well,
yeah, okay.
I
He
just
wants me
think,
to overtake.
I think, yeah, he does.
I was just-
Go.
Honestly,
Go.
I was just chatting.
Gracias.
Not
Go.
right.
Oh,
Look,
wait.
hey, look,
Now you've got yourself in a right pickle.
God.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to avoid the
Thanks.
lorry and I'm going to avoid
Well, you're just cutting him up.
the minibus. Look.
Well done.
Ben and Hugh have now reached the Huancabamba Canyon and the dirt track which runs alongside it. It's a notoriously unstable road with drops of over 300 meters into the river below.
I think this is the bumpiest section we've been on.
Yes. It does want to get whiplash at 15 miles an hour.
I think so. Steady.
This is the highest point of the canyon and oncoming traffic is a real danger. In 2009, 2 tourists veered off the road here and plunged to their deaths in the valley below.
Stop here. Maybe he wants us to go over here. Does he want us to go over here?
It's a single track road and the trucks aren't giving way.
So go into that. How close am I?
You've got enough room.
Look at this drop here.
He was fairly
I'm
insistent,
actually
wasn't
right.
he?
He was. There was no beat. He didn't want us to go there. I was like, "You're going there, mate." I thought that was quite slick. Do you think they could tell that we weren't from around here?
What's that?
Look,
Willkommen in, what does that say?
Pozuzo.
Der einzigen österreich-deutschen Kolonie der Welt.
Can you translate that?
Welcome to Bzuze,
Yeah.
the only Austrian-German colony in the world. 1859.
This is weird.
This is weird.
But it looks like we have arrived in an Austrian village. This is so un-Peruvian.
It's like a ski resort, isn't it?
A ski resort in the jungle.
It's incredibly neat as well, isn't it? This is a bit freaky. It's a bit like a toy town, in fact, isn't it?
He looks German. That man looks German.
Right.
Yeah, that's all he is.
There is
That's
a very,
really
very great danger of me starting to indulge in national stereotyping.
How on earth did a place like this get here? That's what I don't understand.
Pozuzo is still inhabited by the descendants of the European settlers who arrived here in the mid-19th century, like local resident Jose Castrada.
We can't help but notice there is an enormous ship in the middle of the square, in the middle of the jungle here. What
Yes.
on earth is this here for?
The story begins at 1815. The government here in Peru pursued the idea of colonizing the central jungle of 334 people born in Antwerp. A part of them were Austrians and a part of them were Germans.
So can you tell us a bit about the boat journey and how long it took?
It took about 4 months to come here from Antwerp. It was a guano ship. They rationed the water, they rationed the food and everything. I think 6 people died there.
So pretty miserable existence on board.
Of course. They landed here in Peru and they hiked more than 2 years to come here.
It took them 2 years to get from the coast.
Yes, from the coast here. Only 180 came here to Pozuzo.
So what happened to the that missing 150 or so?
Lots of them gave up and lots of them died on the way.
Died from disease?
From disease, from hunger, cold and so on.
So what were they expecting when they got here? Did they think there would be buildings and roads? What were they promised?
Now they was expecting to have land and to have a road connection to the capital.
Which they didn't
They didn't
have.
have.
So when did the road finally arrive?
Well, after 100 years of isolation, in 1975, the road arrived here in Pozuzo the first time. And with the road comes also the new things, new materials, new communications.
And wealth.
And wealth also.
Jose, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gracias. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Pozuzo has thrived since the arrival of the road, but it remains proud of its European roots and still receives financial support from Germany and Austria. The next stage of the journey to find the city of Constitucion runs from Pozuzo across the fearsome Huancabamba Canyon to the town of Codo. But first, they need to change their vehicle, as the road ahead can't be driven by an ordinary 4x4. This garage rents pickup trucks with higher ground clearance to cope with the most challenging jungle tracks.
So this must be a car.
I think so. Hola, señor. Ven. Mucho gusto.
Mi nombre es Hugh.
Ese es nuestro coche.
7 carros para la zona de para viajar más adentro, la carretera es más mala, ¿no?
Yeah, so he said this is the car that we wanted for the route. Podemos ver?
Claro, sí.
Yeah, so let's have a look around.
Why do you kick round? What's the
This is
point?
what
You don't
everyone
know.
does.
Everyone
I've
does it.
seen
You have no
I
idea
have
what
seen
it's
it.
for, though.
You kick it and it makes it look good. I'm going to check the back. This is great. One of us can ride up in the top here.
That's fine by me. I'll drive. You stay up there.
Do you think it'll be bouncy?
I think it's... Oh.
The road out of Pazuzu was crossed by several streams which cascade into the river below, making the road surface unpredictable and prone to collapse.
Well, the locals say that this is one of the hardest parts that's coming up. I'm actually for the first time feeling a little bit nervous. Look at this. Where's the road go? Where is the road?
I think the road used to go there.
Across there. And that, but where is that it there?
That must be the road there. Sorry, you couldn't really see it, could you?
Okay, you keep your eyes on the road here.
I'm going to do...
on the track, on the mud, whatever we call it. Whoa. Okay, do you think you should be careful at this bit here?
What, is it straight
Well,
on?
look,
Because
I can see that there's marks that go straight on. It looks like someone's done that already.
This is wrong, isn't it?
Skid off. Those tyres trying to go right over the edge. There's not a car over there, is there?
Oh, Lord.
Whoa. This is mad.
Interesting stuff.
This is not a road.
Ben and Hugh are still 350 kilometers away from the center of Peru, and the site chosen for the new capital of Constitution.
Do you think we'll find this place?
I find it a bit worrying that it's not on our map that we've been looking at, but other people have heard of it. Some people have heard of
It was only built in the 1980s. I mean,
we don't even know how much of it was built.
and the further we go, the more ridiculous I think this idea of a new capital is.
They now have to cross the river to reach the town of Kodo. A brand new two-lane bridge is under construction, but unfortunately, it doesn't open for another few weeks. They will have to use the old bridge, which is currently being prepared for demolition.
Oh, bloody hell.
No way! Oh my god.
As they approach the bridge, Hugh is worried about the brakes.
How does that feel?
It's alright.
Yeah.
As long as I can
Is it
stop
going
it.
to, well, that's the thing, can you? Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
You can. Definitely stop.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight, seriously though, we will go straight over that edge. Look at this time, you've got to somehow turn here. You're going to have to do a zillion point turn.
I'm not in any gear.
Push the clutch.
Just
Yes, that's low, so that should be back into high. So can you get a gear now? Are you into reverse?
I don't want reverse, I want to go forward.
You should be able to now.
Okay.
Okay, that's probably close. Do you want me to actually get out and point you over here?
Yeah.
Well, let's see you. Is that you? Put around this way. Gracias, señor. ¿Estás seguro? He said it's safe. Stop turning more. You got lots of room here, you. Lots more room.
Yeah, but I got none here. I've got to go back. I've got to go back. I can't do that. I've got to go back.
The pickup is pressing against one of the pillars holding the bridge up, and now the engineer is concerned.
Whoa. Okay.
That's why I've got to go back.
Turn the wheels around, turn the wheels, yeah, turn the wheels more. Yeah, that's good. bien. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sí, gracias, señor.
We're not even across the bridge yet.
Just
It's terrifying bit of it.
this is unbelievable. We're not off it yet, so just so I think
Am I doing on that side?
yeah, you've got lots of room.
When you say loads of room, cool.
Look at it bouncing, can you feel it?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm moving very slowly now. I'm going to jump.
Have a look,
That's scary.
that is unbelievable.
I'm going to get out and look at that. Hang on.
Yeah, that was a terrifying bridge to go across. When he was turning his wheels, they were going into the wire and actually, over. They were actually hanging over the bridge. How much did you sweat?
Quite a lot, hasn't it? Didn't you feel that?
Not really.
I was steering, Ben was guiding, so the fact I hit the pillar is at least 40% his fault. So no truck can get across there, right? Isn't it?
We have seen 2 trucks today.
They can't come across that, can they?
It was bien dañado, which means well damaged, as one of the workmen said as we drove past afterwards. I kept that secret from Hugh. I think he was a bit. I think he felt a bit dented himself. Should we carry on?
Yeah, no. I was going to have a heart attack like that.
We don't have any more bridges like this. Right.
It's taken an hour to clear the bridge, and they have to drive the rest of the road in the dark before reaching Kodo, where they can plan the route ahead.
This last bit, we were in the canyon of the Huancas. Did you know that? And now we go up here, and then somewhere in here is Constitution. And what's rather alarming about it is that there is no road.
And
There's no road marked.
well, more notably, no mention of the lost city.
And we've got to find it. Well, that should be easy.
Ben and Hugh have now reached the final stage of their journey. Constitucion reportedly lies at the geographical center of Peru. To get there, they must leave the river valley and then drive across swampland into the heart of the jungle. But the canyon has one final terrifying climb to negotiate.
It's too early in the morning for this. This is so narrow. Can I say, I can't actually see where the drop is.
Keep as close as you can.
Yeah, I know, but am I okay with that drop? Oh my god. This feels like, I feel like I'm actually hanging over the side.
The pickup is trapped between the sheer rock face and the fast-flowing Huancabamba River.
Right, get over there now. Get over there. There's another bit.
Whoa!
As close to that side as you can now.
Fuck up me. Okay, tell me how
Just
far.
stay as close as you can to that wall. Okay? As long as don't worry about this side, but if you keep as close as you can.
I can't see that side.
Get over there, get over there, get over there.
This is ridiculous. If I hit the rock, I'll bounce back in.
Well, don't hit the rock, man.
They have finally cleared the river valley and are close to the center of Peru. This section of the road was only built a few years ago, but already has had a huge impact on the local environment. Illegal tree felling has cleared vast areas of rainforest, and cattle farming ensures that the jungle cannot grow back.
If you look at a map now, we are in the middle of the jungle. Do you remember looking at that? Yeah, there was no roads, nothing around. So it should be thick, primary jungle. And look around us.
guess this road mostly is used just to take wood, isn't it? To take logs. See these trees here, the big ones.
Yeah.
It looks to me as though they're the ones that have been left, you know. They've cleared massive areas of trees, haven't they?
So the further these roads encroach into the rainforest, the more natural resources that are going to be exploited. This could be one of the first landscapes that becomes extinct.
The end of Ben and Hugh's journey is now only 75 kilometers away. But this final stage of the road was only completed 2 years ago and doesn't even appear on the map. It's known to locals simply as the Mud Road.
It's a good road, isn't it? Okay, so now we want to go into this one over here. So out to the right, okay, and now into first, if you try and pull it around to the right a bit.
They've only gone 3 kilometers, but they are already stuck.
Okay, no, spinning. What you want to do here, you've got some drier stuff up here, yeah, exactly. Nice slow track, you can get...
I'm going to go into that hole, so I'm going to go back into that track, you've got to get back.
The pickup can't get through the mud. They are in trouble. There are no rescue services in the middle of the jungle.
You turn the wheel right. Yeah. So then if you can get enough traction,
It's going to send it back into that hole.
So nearly. What we want to do is try and get traction up, pointing into the jungle that way, is what we want to try and do, but there is a bit of a slope, yeah, so nice slow traction, yeah. Go, keep going. Yes!
Now where?
Into here, yeah, straight on that, yeah, into this bit. Don't smile yet.
It's another 50 miles on this.
Other vehicles are few and far between on the mud road. This one belongs to Jose Caballero, a local mayor and the official responsible for roads in this area.
So who built this road?
De hecho, es de carretera.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí,
He built
nosotros,
it.
esta carretera es una vía que se conecta con otra de las capitales comerciales en la selva.
Para nosotros es un poco difícil. I'm saying for us it's a little bit difficult.
Durante el invierno esto sí es intransitable, ya no hay pase. Poner botas y caminar.
What he's saying is in their winter this is impossible.
At the moment, this is good.
Él dice ahora es perfecto este carretera.
Sí,
Yeah, he says this is a great road.
What happens if we get stuck?
Una de las soluciones es, y lo bueno que van acompañados con otros vehículos, y uno tiraría del otro para avanzar, ¿no?
So
O para atrás o para adelante.
the key is to go with another vehicle and make sure they've got ropes to pull one out.
Okay.
Pero no hay móvil aquí, ¿no?
No
No
funciona.
mobile reception or anything here.
Would you
so-
like to come with us?
Es un chiste. It's a joke. I think he was taking you seriously.
He was.
Although actually we are being serious, aren't we?
Sort of.
In a kind of way.
Ben has taken over for the final section of the mud road, which they hope leads to Constitution. Even experienced local drivers get bogged down here.
Cross over to this side, do you think?
And then that seems to be the nearest. Right.
As long as it doesn't take us into that tree, I could add to your dent.
We made that dent.
We made that, I have to agree.
So, was in the road?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Pardon me, viewers.
The last kilometre of this road is completely submerged, but the boys are finally getting the hang of mud driving.
It's going on the top of the window. What are you doing?
I'm following the tracks.
Oh, that's fantastic. Every time you think it's over, it's not over.
It's not over till the fat woman sings. Bloody hell.
Comes the beautiful!
Go!
Go! Well done, mate.
Oh.
That was fantastic.
Yes!
They have arrived in a small dirt town that emerged in the 1980s to house and feed the construction crews who came to build the city of Constitution. To discover what happened to the dream of a new Peruvian capital, Ben and Hugh have come to a local government office
David.
where David Zavalas is a guide in his story.
This is our ex-president, Fernando Belaúnde Terre. He was a very important man for us, and he decided to build Constitution City in the middle of the jungle.
And how big was it going to be?
It's going to be a big city. It was going to be the capital of Peru. And you can see the plans here. Here we have the civic center, the commercial center, houses that he wanted to build like this for our citizens.
So look at that, I mean, it's a massive project, isn't it?
Look at the size of that road. That looks like a kind of triple lane highway. So why did he choose here as the location for the new capital?
He thought it was an strategic place.
A strategic place.
Yeah, it was the center of the jungle. It was important, but it was nothing at the end because we couldn't finish that.
So what went wrong?
Well, there was a lot of corruption. There was a lot of people robbing money.
Are you disappointed that this never got off the ground?
Yes, of course. As a Peruvian citizen, I am disappointed for that because a lot of people would be living there, and now it's just forgotten in the middle of the jungle. But you can see at the end of the road.
Well, we can see where this was going to be.
Yes, where it's going to be at the end of the road.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, welcome.
The site chosen for the new capital lies 3 kilometers away, at the exact geographical center of Peru. President Belaúnde Terre's grand vision was for a huge road through the jungle leading to the new city. Thousands of indigenous people were moved from their land in preparation, but today, little but the road remains.
So this would have all been part of it, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think this road we're on now is all part of those plans, isn't it?
So this might be, literally, the end of the road.
It's not often you actually find that point. So this is effectively what's left of the city of Constitution.
The new city was abandoned after only a few houses were built, but it is now inhabited by members of the Ashaninka people, the largest indigenous tribe in Peru. The community is led by 72-year-old Alicia Arellano.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola. 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 Me llamo Ben. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Alicia.
Alicia. Mucho
El
gusto.
nombre es Hugh.
Hugh. ¿Cuántos tiempo vive aquí?
23 años estoy acá.
So she's been here for 23 years.
Ha construido ¿cómo se llama? Presidente Belaúnde.
So that's President Belaúnde created these buildings that they moved into.
Cuando yo he llegado, yo le he visto acá, como dice, abandonado. Todito acá, monte tapado.
So they had to clean it all, they had to pull back the jungle again. This eres de la selva.
Sí.
So she is from the jungle, her people are from the jungle.
So it's kind of they've cleaned it back, almost, haven't they? Gracias.
Gracias, muchísimas gracias, Alicia.
There is a community, there's a proper community here, and all these buildings are now used by the tribes that were forced off the land to build the city, so they've kind of reclaimed it, which is rather satisfying in a way. Not for President Belaúnde, but I find that really rather satisfying.
I think this journey, this road that we've been on, has taken so many twists and turns in every sense. it actually doesn't surprise me that the ending has been just as strange as everything we found along the way.
Ben and Hugh have reached the end of their journey and can now head for home. For the last 8 days they have driven right across Peru on one of the world's most dangerous roads and survived to tell the tale.
We were able to travel from the Andes deep into the rainforest. I don't think you'll find a road with quite such variety anywhere in the world.
So an incredibly impressive enterprise, actually. In fact, one, the fact that they've got it in the first place, which is almost a miracle, I think. And secondly, the fact that they are constantly clearing it and making sure that people can get through.
It's a huge trust experience to take the wheel and be in charge of quite a precious cargo, really.
There's the odd kind of steer left, or you're going to kill us. But I think that's fair enough.
I think all of those stressful moments, happy moments, funny moments, that's what creates the journey, isn't it? Is what binds you, bonds you together.
When I hit the dashboard, Mr. Fogel, I'd like you to do an emergency stop. Why are you driving this way? It's nice to be driving this way.
I didn't crash into the bridge.
Well, I didn't even hear a cow. Did I?
Yours is too bumpy.
You don't seem to have the trick with bends.
You're not much better in the mud. No, you got stuck in the mud.
We both got stuck in the mud. Find the mud!